I feel like a lot of women have been sidelines in the tech industry, and I wanted to make sure that I do something about it. Especially growing up in the townships where we did not have like access to technology, computers, even Wi-Fi.
Because this win is not just for me. It's for all of us. It's for all women out there. It's for all young females that aspire to be in my position one day.
With an award like this, I hope to create a much enriched platform, both internally and externally, that does just that for others.
Welcome to ITWeb on the road with Make and Signing Kwashu. Tonight we're coming to you live from the Wired4Women Awards. These awards are all about recognizing and celebrating the women in the ICT sector. Tonight we will be interviewing some of the award recipients. Joining me now is Tanaka Dhliwayo from Tanie Codes Org. Thank you for joining us, Tanaka.
Thank you.
What does this award mean to you, and how will it impact your career going forward?
This award means so much to me because it honors and recognizes women in tech and people that have been championing diversity in tech, and people like me who have been advocating for women and youth in Soweto.
Looking back on your journey, what do you think was the key contributor to your success?
I feel like a lot of women have been sidelines in the tech industry, and I wanted to make sure that I do something about it. Especially growing up in the townships where we did not have like access to technology, computers, even Wi-Fi. I just wanted to make sure that I contribute to the people or the girls that follow behind me and make a positive impact.
What's next for you? Are there any new projects or initiatives that you're excited about?
There's a lot of initiatives that I'm going to be doing for this year. I think the most exciting one is the learning center that I'm trying to build in Soweto for youth to have a comfort place where they can access technology, access hardware and software, because there's a rise of unemployment, and for you to be employed, you need to start somewhere, you need to apply. But we find our youth being in situations where they do not even have a Wi-Fi or a gadget to actually go online and apply. So I want to create that safe space where we can have youth from different parts of Soweto come to our learning hub and access such material, as well as homeworks. We do have we do have libraries in Soweto, but they're outdated. They do not even have tech material for them to do their homework and do their research. So I feel like this project will enable the youth to be able to come and do their homework, do their research about careers in tech, because that's what we're preaching, but they also need to research and see which area in tech would they fit. So I think that's one of the exciting projects that I think will be running this year.
Oh, okay, that's great. Soweto is very big, so which part of Soweto is this hub going to be?
So I'm trying to make sure that it is centralized. So I'm looking at Naledi. Fun fact about Naledi is it's next to Pruville, where the Soweto uprising happened. So I think it's a tourist attraction and it's a well-known place. So, and also I was considering local cabs, and they'll be able to take local cabs to the place.
Okay, that's great. And how do you plan to use this award as a catalyst for future success?
It's going to help me show girls like it is possible, and everything they do, they'll be honored and they'll be recognized. And there's something that is very sad when you do something and you feel like you're not seen or you're not recognized. So me getting this award is just going to be kind of my preaching to the young girls to say that people that see us, that people that want to support whatever that you're doing.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once. What does this award mean to you, and how do you think it will impact your career going forward? Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. I must say that it's quite a very nice surprise for me. The nomination on its own meant a lot. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this award. Thanks to Wired4Women, and obviously there's a panel that's decided that I'm suitable for this particular award. So I'm very grateful. I'm not taking it lightly, because this win is not just for me. It's for all of us. It's for all women out there. It's for all young females that aspire to be in my position one day. So by just seeing me winning this award, I'm sure it will touch somebody's life. Actually, I just had an engagement with my mentee a few minutes ago, and she's so excited. And you can see that she's actually encouraged and inspired. And for me, that means a lot, and just reciprocates, because it shouldn't be just about the individual. It's never about the individual. It's a win for all. Yes. We know that, this field is a very male-dominant field. So if we see women succeeding, if you see women breaking barriers, and if you see women getting recognized for the difference that they're making in this industry, then you know what? I know that we encourage more women to join the space, especially because there's a global shortage of cybersecurity resources. So I like such initiatives, because they encourage other people to also join the scope, especially the women leaders. And I would also like to thank each and every person who supported me. This is a reflection of the support that I've been getting at work, executives, managers, including my team as well. It's a teamwork, that's true. And a CISO, but I need a team to perform. So without a good performing team, you won't be able to achieve the objectives. So I'm not giving them out. And this award is also dedicated to them. That's nice. Looking back on your journey, what would you say is the key factor that contributed to your success? Wow. You know what? That's a very good question. I'm reminded actually of my late dad and my mother was still here, that they encourage us to go for STEM first. I remember my mother always used to say, no, do math and science, and you're like, but Ma, there are other things as well. It's because they could see that we do have potential, and they had that confidence in us. Instilling that confidence to a child is very important, because, when you go out there, you come across a lot of challenges, and if that confidence was not instilled with you, it's easy to then doubt yourself. But if you have that assurance from home, it's very helpful. Yeah, because carry that confidence with. Even when you come across challenges, it helps you to navigate those challenges. So what's next from here? Are there any new projects and initiatives that you are excited about? Yeah, in the cyberspace, you never get bored. There's never a dull moment. I can imagine. Yeah, because the cyber landscape evolves. We keep on implementing complex technologies. So as part of that digital transformation, you also need to make sure that it's done in a secure manner. Nowadays we talk about quantum computing. So it simply means that we need to make sure that we implement quantum safe readiness projects, whether it's in the IT or OT space. Quantum safe readiness is very essential. And that takes an effort, and it also takes determination as well. So it's not something that you can just do overnight and then you are done. No. Nowadays also we know that with the hybrid model of working or remote way of working, we want to make sure that we mature in the zero trust journey. Yes, there are elements of zero trust that are in place, but obviously the maturity level is not there yet. So we want to make sure that we improve the maturity level in that space. There's a lot. We are busy talking about AI. Everyone is talking about AI. And AI is very good in terms of improving the overall objectives or the overall cybersecurity culture. But at the same time, you need to make sure that it doesn't introduce risks to your environment. So as much as it brings benefits, the cyber criminals are taking advantage of it. They're using this AI to launch these sophisticated attacks. So we must also use AI to fight those sophisticated attacks. We're not saying AI is a silver bullet, no. But what we're saying is we need to augment the cybersecurity capabilities with the AI capabilities as well, because otherwise you'll be left behind and become a victim of a cyber attack. Yeah.
Thank you for that. How do you plan to use this award as a catalyst for future success?
Okay. Well, I haven't thought about that, but
This recognition is important because it simply means that the efforts that I've made in the industry are well recognized and I've made a difference. And you know what? It also makes it credible out there. Actually, it makes even my expertise credible out there. Like I said, it's not easy as a woman. This is a male-dominant field. And sometimes there's a perception that women cannot really make it. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, or if they can make it, probably they can make it up to a certain extent. So for me, I think it will to not just work for me, like I said in there, it will work for other women as well. Yeah, it will open doors for other women who will be able to break more barriers. Yeah, so I can say.
Oh. Thank you for joining us, Sithembile. Thank you for joining us, Unathi, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.
Oh, what does this award mean to you, and how do you think it will impact your career going forward?
You know, it's humbling, number one. It's particularly this award. I know the recipients of this awards before me. It's very humbling. It is very humbling to be recognized for such. I've had many reflections as I was on stage there. I'm also just grateful to be able to do what I do at this stage of my career. I'm grateful to be doing what I do at African Bank. We've got some very big milestones and objectives over a grand strategy, and me and the team that I lead at Group Technology every day enable this bank and advance lives through inclusive technology in support of its strategy. So I'm very grateful to have that team that partners with me as we partner with the rest of the business and partner with Expo and our stakeholders. That African Bank, we say we African Bank for the people, by the people, serving the people. And really everything we do is to honor exactly that. As we diversify, as we scale, and our amazing tech strategy is at the heart of that. What this means to me is I hope those that are starting out in the industry hopefully are motivated to go, the distance. Hopefully are motivated to, nothing comes easy. It's not overnight. I'm not by any means at the end of the journey. I still experience a lot of hardships, like any other professional. And what I hope it motivates someone, particularly someone who's maybe not feeling like they where they want to be. Things do make sense in the long term, and the challenges also make sense in the long term. So I'm pretty sure I'll wake up tomorrow morning with more reflections. But I'm really humbled by this. I'm grateful to God. I'm also very lucky to have had the parents that I have. My dad passed on about 1.5 years ago. My mom is still alive, thankfully. And there's a lot of things that have gone right in my life because I've got that base. And the family I'm part of, Amadadi, is basically who I am. And I take a lot of strength from that. So this means a whole lot of things to me. For me, the family I'm part of, I also do think without the teams we get to work with, the people we learn from, the people that teach us, the people we get to guide and lead, none of this is possible without that. So yeah, it means a whole lot of those things too.
Wow, that was powerful. I'm very touched because you speak about family. And looking back on your journey, what would you say are the key contributors to your success?
It's always very difficult for me to pinpoint one thing. The truth of the matter is, it's everything. The truth of the matter is, is the good things, it's the bad things. It's the challenging things and those things that came easy. I couldn't say my education to be to this point. It certainly contributed, absolutely. I've been blessed enough to be in a couple of institutions that I have the qualifications that I have now. And my work experience of over 25 years in different organizations, I think it's a collective of all these experiences. It's a collective of, and I'm also lucky to have very good friends, and some of them who kind of walked the distance before me, family and siblings who are that support. It's not any one thing. I think it's a collective of all these experiences. The leaders we meet along the way, the colleagues that we work with. Absolutely, it's all of these great experiences. I'm very intentional in at this stage of my life in terms of what I study, where I study, and I think some of that has helped a lot. But I can't underestimate just what we learn, what I learn from my colleagues and people who've done this before me, and what we learn from all people, all that those young and old, and it's not any one thing. That wouldn't be true if I chose just one thing. For me, it is a collective of all these experiences, even the hard ones, to be honest. Even the hard ones, and it's not fun as you experience difficult times. The challenges in corporate and being female in an industry like this, it looks quite different today than it did when I started. So it's all of those that shape someone, and certainly it's all of those that have shaped me, and I'm grateful for all of it in this point, and it doesn't mean it's now easy. It means it's an effort, and it's hard work, and it's ongoing.
Okay. What's next for you? Are there any new projects or initiatives that you're excited about?
So I always get excited when I talk about African Bank. I've been at African Bank for 3.5 years. Absolutely, there are new projects. All of it. As I was saying to you, I just flew in now straight out of a stretch session where we obsess about being the bank that we've promised to be to South Africa. We obsess about thanking those that have not been backed. We obsess about ensuring that the kind of products that we give them and services that we render to them make sense to them, design them with them, and so at Group Technology we say we advance lives through inclusive technology. In other words, it must be technology that understands you, that understands the circumstances of where you're at. Small and medium-sized businesses that wouldn't necessarily get attention elsewhere. African Bank is a black bank, and it's something we've been obsessing about for the past 2 days, and looking at ways we improve, at ways we pivot for the grand objective we've put for ourselves in chasing our strategy. So absolutely. And when you say what's next for me, that's what I obsess about as a professional right now, and that's what I'm excited to contribute towards. And I think watch the space.
Okay. And how do you plan to use this award as a catalyst for future success?
Oh man, I want to be intentional about it. So this award, yes, I have won awards before, and it's always, I can only thank God. Okay? So this award is Trailblazer. So what I really want to do is to be very intentional about it. Earlier this week on Monday, on the last day of the International Women's Month, I launched at African Bank along with my colleagues, African Bank Women in Technology.
Oh, congratulations.
They launched it. They've never had that before. And the reason we started that platform is to allow women in technology to be inspired to live their dreams, is to be inspired to raise their hand and say, I'm up for this job. And also just to be bold and brave about their capabilities, and to share challenges and successes, because sometimes there's a price to both. So we launched and we created a wall of empowerment with these ladies. Some of them are from group technology, some of them are from across the bank, because, of course, you find pieces of that everywhere as well. And we launched it to create that platform. With an award like this, I hope to create a much enriched platform, both internally and externally, that does just that for others, because it's not always easy to even be, for people to have access to those who I have access to all the time. But I truly hope it inspires someone, and I want to be intentional about being the winner of this award this year. And yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was lovely. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.